Hello and welcome to Just Another Booktube channel where I talk a bit about books I've recently read, covering a variety of genres. Thanks for stopping by. Today I'm going to talk a little about a fantasy book I've just read, The Education of Uncle Paul by Algernon Blackwood, published in 1909 and is 356 pages long. A short while ago I began reading the collected works of Algernon Blackwood, and I am talking a bit about each novel as I finish my reading of it. The Education of Uncle Paul is the second novel in the collection. Now this novel concerns Paul Waters, who returns to England after spending 20 years in the Canadian wilderness to move in with his widowed sister and her 3 children. Paul has an imaginative nature of a seeker of spiritual truths, a nature which he endeavors to hide from one and all, but the children can see past his outward appearance and soon count him as one of their own, inviting him into their secret society and showing him how to have adventures in realms beyond the veil. There is a lot of ruminating on the nature of life and reality as well as spiritual matters, which is evident also in his novel Jimbo, though to a lesser extent. Which is not surprising, as Blackwood was interested in occultism, the Rosicrucians, Buddhism, and he was also a member of the Golden Dawn. The novel is quite well written and manages to walk a fine line between childlike innocence and earnest belief in a convincing manner, even if some of his beliefs, as depicted in the novel, have an effluvia of what is now known as New Age spirituality. An event towards the end of the novel, which caught me off guard, leads to ruminations on grief and loss, and they were in fact quite moving. I enjoyed this book quite a bit, and while not nearly as good as the aforementioned Jimbo, I think it succeeds admirably in what it sets out to do. There is one caveat I must add, however. The relationship between Paul and his niece Nixie, whom I take to be about 11 or 12 years old, definitely gives off vibes that we would term today creepy, though at the time of the novel's writing it was decidedly not so. The physical, although not sexual intimacy between the two, and the physical descriptions of Nixie, which Uncle Paul makes, definitely feel perhaps not quite wholesome. But despite this, I found the book overall to be a very good read and can certainly recommend it. So there you have it, The Education of Uncle Paul by Algernon Blackwood, an imaginative, interesting novel which examines the hidden side of life and ponders the bigger questions of the nature of reality. That's all I have for today. Once again, this is Just Another Booktube channel. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.